Hey, welcome back to the Vino Rod. This is Robert. Well, today I had a couple fails. I'm going to go through those and probably going to have to remove my battery holder bracket under the trunk area here because it's just not working out. I wanted to try to use these for my safety hoop, but it's just not going to work out right now. So I'm going to be cutting that loose from off of the frame, from underneath here next to the rear end. So it'll give me some room where the framework for my bracketry for my emergency brake set up. Having the battery under the car there, I'm going to have to end up putting it into the trunk area, which really isn't that big of a deal. I guess I was just trying to keep it as far away as I could from the gas tank, but hey, not that safe of a car anyway. So what I'll do is show you what I'm up to now with my thinking on safety hoop. I'm just going to have to redesign it. Probably won't be able to use these, which not that big of a deal. I just would like to have incorporated them because I, acquired them, and instead of, making something from scratch. It's kind of fun in a way when you're building a rat rod, is that, you gadgetize it as much as you can. So that, oh well, there'll be other places. All right, well, let me get started. I'll get you guys over here involved here in a minute. Okay, well, down here on the table here, trying to come up with the fancy way, the best way to remove mill scale. Yep, the mill scale that they put on metal. Super hard. And only issue using a flap disc is it flap disc gets really hot, and then all of a sudden it's not removing it, it's just shining it. So the big thing is just trying to get it off. And when you're working with this stuff, you put bins in it, you put it in the car, and trying to get a way to clean that mill scale off is too difficult. So what I want to try to do is use these brackets in a fashion like this up under the trunk. I want to bend this over to a 90, and I'll just plug weld into the bottom part of the frame or the trunk. And then hopefully I'll still be able to, once I figure out the best direction for my cable, to try to keep my cable as straight as I can. So when I go into the tunnel area, I don't have, this crooked, crazy bend action. So it's what I'm trying to accomplish. So right now, that's what I'm up to, is wanting to get this mill scale off. So I'm going to get back at it. And I'm finding out that this sucker, a little cutoff wheel, little thin one, and I'm turning it up in this fashion here and just skipping it along. And that's what I find is probably the quickest way to remove it. I've used the belt sander in the past. It does an okay job. And then I'll go back and This will remove it, but it's not as quick as using the grinder with the edge on it. And then I can always come back and finish it off with this 100 grit to kind of take out some of these scratches that I put into it. So I'm going to get back at it, and once I get this cleaned up, then we'll get back underneath there and I'll show you what I'm up to. All right, I hope you guys are getting a good look. Well, as you can see here, this is where I was optimum place that I was choosing to put the battery. So I'm going to end up removing the two brackets that hold this battery hootsy-watsy in place. And what I'm gonna, as you can see, you know, it's really limiting me on, you know, I mean, I'm not going to be able to change the battery, you know, so I mean, I've just got to opt to remove that. So let's just move on. But hopefully you can maybe get a peek see. So, well, like I was saying, you know, to bend this over, plug weld it to the bottom of this trunk area. And then I'm hoping to be able to take this and, you know, whatever place that I'm able to turn that so it's a, you know, an inlined, how do you say it? I don't know, square or parallel with the rear end. So I can still incorporate a safety hoop, but, you know, maybe I'm going to just end up making it out of a cold roll black iron or something, you know, flat bar or something. But this is going to free me up to where, you know, I can take this, that framework, and I can run it at an angle, see if I can switch sides with this bracket action. And if I can get this, so if this thing falls and hits me in the face, you guys won't see it, so. So yeah, I can put this at an angle, and you can trying to juggle this and see what hands I can use, but want to keep that going in that direction as you can see, and then once I figure out the angle, and this right here where the tunnel is, so I'm going to try to keep this cable in somewhat of a nice straight line, and then I've got some holes in this bracket. I'll plug weld those onto this frame here, and then as you can see where this cable goes through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pulley right here on both sides. So both sides of this tunnel here, I'm going to put a pulley. So I think what I want to try to do next is get the pulleys. And then once I have the pulleys, I can get those mounted, and then I can get the right angle here with this gusset bracket frame that I can attach this bracket to here. So without that there, you can kind of see where, I mean, just assume that that bracket's there, and I can attach this fella, and then I can have the pulley, you know, drill a hole through this tunnel area here, and then run this through and tie into my handbrake. So that's what I'm thinking. So, and I'm sticking to that right now till it changes. But just want to show you what I'm doing at this point.
before I finish, doing any more fabricating on these brackets, I need to get this pulley installed so I get the right alignment with my bracket to try to create the softest turn as I can. All right, fellas, let's end this one up. Call it over. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.